You can't control what you can't control. And so much of our livelihood is dependent upon Mother Nature, whether we get rain and how the grass grows and things like that. Well, I can't control that. The best I can do is manage around it. This ranch is, merely a cog in a much bigger wheel of providing a healthy protein to the world, if you will. Right forward. My name's Ian Tomlinson. I'm the manager and vice president of Vera Earl Ranch. We run on about 200,000 acres through leases and partnerships, about 2,900 mother cows that we raise. Just as an overall ideology, I think consumers want to know where their food comes from, and they want to know what it's fed. They want to know whether it's had antibiotics, whether it's had hormones. All of that's important to the consumer. So we provide that. Every piece of beef that comes from Vera Earl Premium Beef was born here, raised here, grown here, and then sold here.
My name is Sonoita, and I'm the head of operations for the Vera Earl Ranches and Vera Earl Premium Beef. So all of the cattle that go into our beef program are going to be born, bred, fed, finished here on the ranch. Everything is grass-raised, grain-finished. Our grain is a ration of corn, hay, and molasses. It's then all going to be USDA processed and inspected. It's a 21-day dry age, and everything is individually cut, packaged, and frozen. All of our beef we strive to have at high choice or prime, and that way we can ensure that you guys have the most tender, flavorful bite. The ranch was founded in 1968 by the current owner's grandfather, Vera Earl, with the name of his parents, so the ranch is named after his parents, Vera and Earl. All of our stuff is done horseback. We do it the traditional way. All of our breeding is done with live coverage, so we don't do AI, so it's about as traditional as you can get. The fact that we are doing it on a level where you can come in locally and you know exactly where your food came from, you can walk out the door and you can see it walking in the pasture across from us, is something that I find really cool. We're actually a huge advocate for conservation. Ian, the owner, and the ranch itself have been big partners. We're partners with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, BLM, Quail Forever, the Las Ciénegas project here on the Empire Ranch. There are 17 endangered species on any given part of the ranch that we run on. We need the land to be intact so that we can continue to run on it, and our goal is always to leave it better than it was when we started.
Always taking into account what our grass production is, how many cattle we can run. We believe in managing an entire ecosystem, not managing for a single species. We believe that if you look at an ecosystem or a landscape and you just concentrate on one thing, there's going to be detrimental effects that happen to the landscape that you're not expecting. This place in particular, and any ranch for that matter, you're taking care of a landscape. And in Arizona, it's a lot of public lands ranching. And so not only are you taking care of your own land, but in a way, you've been bestowed the responsibility of taking care of land that the entire public owns. We want to be part of a community that we live in, but also part of the industry that we like to thrive in. And so, hopefully our segment of the farm to table portion grows.
Another scallop.
We want to supply beef to people who want our beef and believe in our story and want to, that means something to them.